I'm Jack of Gringo Jacks, and I'm proud to announce today the launch of a statewide campaign, an investment campaign called Chip In. Chip In utilizes the newly authorized Vermont Small Business offering called a VISBO, a program that allows all Vermonters to make small investments in local business with the goal of growing the local economy and jobs. The Chip In campaign provides an opportunity for Vermonters to make a social investment that will help support, grow the local economy and food systems. We know you all support local here. We know you buy local. Now you can invest local. The Chip In campaign will utilize a new form of crowdfunding called Milk Money Vermont. Milk Money Vermont specializes in VISBOs, and a VISBO is specifically available only to Vermonters and Vermont residents. So it's Vermonters supporting Vermont, investing in Vermont, and growing Vermont. Vermont has an amazing farmers market system, as we see right here as an example. It also has great value-added products, of which we're proud to be part of. Gringo Jacks manufactures flaky chips, sassy salsa, and craft beer barbecue sauces. We're a local business seeking to raise $250,000 in growth capital. 20 years ago, I opened a restaurant literally across the street, which is now called Gringo Jacks. Our guests asked to take home salsa, chips, and sauces, and so was born our product line. Gringo Jacks products have grown from 5,000 at Gringo Jacks across the street to now to $500,000 in 2015, with regional distribution both in Vermont and the Northeast. In 2012, we actually made a new corporation called Gringo Kitchens LLC and outfitted a warehouse in Sunderland, Vermont, 4,300 square feet with 2 production facilities. We employ 10 people through our production facility, and we have 3 different categories of products. And in all 3 categories, we use other Vermont products. Full sun oil in our flaky chips. In our barbecue sauces, we use lots of maple products, smoked maple, maple syrup, and maple sugar, and our soon-to-be organic Vermont salsa line. In addition, we buy from lots of different farmers around the state, not just here in southern Vermont. We have Longwind Farms, Clearbrook Farms, and speaking to you later will be True Love Farms, one of our earliest farmers that we partnered with. When you buy Gringo Jacks, you're really buying so much more than just Gringo Jacks product. You're buying into a whole food system. So I'd like to introduce Liz Ruffa of Northshire Grows, who's influential around Bennington County area in food systems.
My name is Liz Ruffa, and I run an organization called Northshire Grows, which is a food systems network which is advancing the food culture in Bennington County. We work on farm viability issues with farms and food producers. I have known Jack for a number of years, but about 1.5 years ago, I found out a little bit more about his food manufacturing facility down in Arlington, and have been really excited about trying to expose as many people around the state to this small food venture center that we have there as possible. When I'm not running Northshire Grows, I'm also on the steering committee of the Vermont Farm to Plate Network, which is the statewide organization that is working collectively around the state to map and move the agricultural movement forward. And there are 2 things in particular that I think are really interesting to share. We're now 5 years old, and in the recent 5-year report that was printed out, one of the absolutely zooming parts of the sector is food manufacturing. It has increased by 60% since 2004, and so there's a lot of energy around taking the food that all of the farms grow here and not only growing it, selling it as produce, but also doing fun things with it. That's where Jack and his collaborators come in. The Vermont Business Magazine just published They just published a series of lists of the quickest growing businesses in Vermont. And again, food businesses are knocking it out of the park in manufacturing and in wholesaling. So again, projects like this just add to that overall statewide effort and also help Bennington County get stronger in this regard. There's a lot of opportunity still in the food system, and that's what I'm looking forward to doing with Jack, is helping to make sure that Bennington County has an opportunity to be part of that.
And one of our earliest partners was True Love Farms and Karen Shrubit.
It's great to be with you today here at the Farmers Market, and it's really appropriate for this event to take place here because Gringo Jack's has been a great friend of farmers in Bennington County. We've been working with Gringo Jack's for more than a decade. We are a tiny little farm down in Shaftesbury. We grow a couple of acres of vegetables, and by working with Gringo Jack's, we learned how to create a niche market in specialty hot peppers, and we're now working with a number of Vermont hot sauce makers. We love growing peppers, and we love working with Gringo Jack's. I think we've probably delivered a couple thousand or several thousand pounds of peppers there over the years, and it's been fun to see the enterprise grow. Originally, we were delivering into the kitchens here right across the street. And over the past few years, we have been so impressed by the beautiful processing facility down in Arlington and the very, very professional team that works at that facility. We had a moment last summer where we called the chef at the processing center and said, "Too many eggplant." And it was beautiful. They said, "Bring them on in." And they switched up their schedule that week and they processed their beautiful eggplant curried product. It was really hot stuff. And we were delivering the stuff. We picked it at 6 a.m. on a Wednesday morning, and it was being processed that week, and that's capturing all the goodness of Vermont soil.
So I'd like to introduce Senator Kevin Mullen.
So it's really exciting to be here. It's been fun to watch Jack grow his business, and you've heard about the number of employees that he has employed now, and that's going to continue to grow. And it grows for a couple of good reasons. It grows because Vermont specialty foods have a great cachet, and they mean quality. No matter where you are in the country, they know that if you buy a Vermont specialty food product, you're getting the best. And you're also getting the best because Jack makes a superior product that everyone loves. And you know, it's funny that Representative Botso and I spend so much time in Montpelier trying to figure out ways to improve access to capital for small businesses. We know that it's hard for small businesses to grow because they need to get that funding, and it's often very difficult to get traditional funding from banks to grow your business, even though you have a great product and a great idea. So we hope this program is going to be very successful. For those of you who are looking for a good, solid investment, think about putting that $1,000 into this program. The dividends will be twofold. Not only are you making a great investment, but you're also doing something great for your local community, for your local farmers, and for your local businesses. And I'll turn over the mic to my good friend, Representative Bill Botso.
I'm Bill Botso. I represent Pownell and Woodford in the legislature. My first 4 years in the legislature were on the Agriculture Committee, and my last 10 years now have been on Commerce and Economic Development, where I work with Kevin on initiatives that are brought to us from the people that make sense. And this updating the small business offering was one piece that did come from the ground, that it made a lot of sense. The Vermont brand is both effective and useful, and today we see the value of that in Jack's small business offering and in his product.
Thank you very much.